Hearty potatoes straight out of the soil, vibrant carrots, and fresh, round garlic bulbs. Vancouver Island's many summer farmers markets are great places to pick up your produce. But what about the winter? Isn't healthy eating just as important, if not more important then? The Island Roots Market Co-operative saw the need for a winter market and opens its doors every Wednesday. Leah Snoblin has been the market manager since they launched a year and a half ago.
We are a make it, bake it, grow it, catch it market, which means that you have to be part of the process of making or growing your food. A big part of that is, well, to ensure that you're local, but it's also so that the customers have the ability to ask questions and meet the person who's actually involved with making their food.
It boosts immunity. And there's no shortage of questions in the new year, a time when many are turning over a new and healthier leaf by favoring the farmer's market over the grocery store.
You'll be very hard-pressed to find an ingredient in the farmer's market that you can't recognize. If you can read it and you can spell it, it's probably better for you than any of the stuff you're going to find in the grocery store.
Our food is like exceptional quality, like flavor, freshness, and people tell us all the time they can't find food like this in the store. It's just not there.
Ian Jones is a third-generation farmer who can give you any info you may want on the food he's selling.
It's like you can eat the whole thing in that as well as the seeds. We use no herbicides and no commercial fertilizers. Soil is a living entity, and using those types of products like synthetic fertilizers and chemical fertilizers is very hard on your soil.
Janelle Reynolds wasn't always as committed to healthy local food, but she made a transformation when she found out that she had cancer.
Since being diagnosed with lymphoma, I altered my lifestyle dramatically. And I am, just more thoughtful about what I eat.
She owns Yesteryear Farms, where they take pride in selling non-GMO, pasture-raised meats.
It's just the way Mother Nature intended things to be, I believe, yeah? Not in a commercial, big piggery and never see the light of day and, oppressed like that.
Switching over to meats that are grown locally and grown grass-fed versus the meats in the grocery store, that makes a big difference, because if you're eating meat that's raised on hormones and corn and things that those animals really shouldn't be eating versus eating grass-fed meats, the omega-3s in the meat are much higher and healthier for you.
Thanks for coming to the market. I was at the grocery store the other day, and there was a bag of oranges, navel oranges from California. On the very bottom of the bag, there was printing, so it intrigued me. So I was reading it. It's about the fungicide that was injected into the oranges to keep them fresh longer.
Although many of us do our best to keep the thoughts of these chemicals out of our minds, Leah and many others at the market believe it's more important to keep them out of our bodies.
It's the old adage, you are you eat, right? So if you're eating foods that are full of pesticides and fungicides, you're eating foods that are grown with synthetic fertilizers that don't come from healthy soils, then you're not putting healthy foods in your body.
Everything that the animal takes in, and then we ingest the animals, comes into us.
Although it may be off-season for farmers markets, it's certainly not off-season for the cold and flu.
When it comes to cold and flu season, if your body is weakened because you're not eating healthy foods, then you're more likely to get sick. But if you're eating healthy foods all the time, you don't have to worry about remedies for cold and flu. You just have a healthy immune system, you're not going to get sick, not as much, and you're able to fight off disease a lot better.
And even though as many as 8 million Canadians are expected to come down with the flu this year, Ian is fairly confident that he won't be a part of that statistic.
I very rarely get colds. I'm never sick in bed. I'm up working every day of the year pretty well, and I just think it's a healthy way to live. Eating good quality food all the time.
So whether you've been raised on local food, following in the footsteps of generations before you, or you're discovering a passion for it yourself, devoting some time to taking in some information is sure to benefit more than just your mind. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Fiona Shedden.